What's up, everyone? Welcome back to After the Storm. This is the NHL 2005 Dynasty Mode Series, episode number 43, 42, I think it's 43. We have a matchup here against the Dallas Stars in this one. Another injury in our last episode, Andrei Nikolitin out of the lineup, so some lineup adjustments there to be had. We continue pressing on, even with the injury woes and everything. We've won 7 straight games. Let's make sure it's actually 7 straight. Let me go take a look at the calendar here. Let's go take a look at our last little run here. So 5 here in the month of January, 2 here. So we've won 8 of 9, and 7 consecutive, starting with this Philly game, which was, I believe, was the Tonga game where he got injured. Followed up with the win against Los Angeles, Nashville here, 3-1. The big blowout there, back-to-back shutouts, 2-1 in overtime against Calgary, and then last game 4-2 against the Ducks. We made the acquisition for Eric Lindros in the last episode as well. His first game, he got the game winner against the Ducks. Fantastic start from him. Obviously, we've reshuffled the lines from that game because they were all out of whack. Some new guy has come in. I don't even know the name. I don't even recognize the name. So somebody new is into the lineup, and that's that. He's on the 4th line. That's pretty much all I got to say about that. Previewing this game, Dallas struggling. In the last episode, we also reviewed that they made a trade. They sent Yuri Lettinen to Florida. Got a couple, like a prospect and another player, Tom Poti, back. So Dallas kind of looking like they're going to sell a little bit. They've struggled all season. Looks like they're about to head themselves into a bit of a rebuild. Not unlike what they did in real life, but it looks like they're heading towards that here. For ourselves, we're nearly 20 points up on them in the standings. This is the worst team in the Western Conference. We shouldn't have too much trouble dealing with them. In net, Theodore Turco. Turco's a very good goaltender. Obviously, probably just struggling a little bit this season. But ultimately, again, another game where we should win. Hopefully we get a win. Keep getting 2 points. Keep, furthering ourselves up the standings. We are within striking distance of the division lead. So that'll be good. And we might end up with the top spot in the Western Conference if all things considered, keep happening. We are having a season-defining winning streak here. And, we got to keep it up. Anyways, guys, that'll do it for the preview portion of the episode. Let's go ahead and get into the game against the Dallas Stars. American Airlines Arena in Dallas, Texas. The struggling Dallas Stars have made a move, selling off some assets as they approach the deadline here in about a month's time. The tough season only gets tougher as they face one of the hottest teams in the NHL, the Colorado Avalanche. We'll take it to the anthems. Puck drop to follow. The Stars and the Avs. A rivalry that has persisted between these two teams for years, just due to the basis of being two great hockey teams. However, a little bit different here as we kick things off. Here's Hayduk. Guerin meets him behind the net, breaks out the pass. There's Moreau. And Yager fighting. Moreau just dump it into the other side. Guerin skates onto it. There's Modano. Good chance onto Theodore. Puck's cleared out by Yager, though. Here's Tom Poti, newly acquired. Guerin finds Moreau. Still a lethal offensive team, but just has not had the breaks go their way this season. Turco makes that stop on Milan Hayduk and covers it up. And here's Eric Lindros on the draw, his first game. Could be considered a successful one, the first star of it. And there's Solani getting the rebound off the John Michael Lyle shot. Solani his 10th of the season. And the Avalanche lead 1-0. Juicy rebound given up from Marty Turco. And the Avs, who have really prided themselves on becoming a team that scores those kind of dirty playoff type grinding goals, continue to do so. There's a shot by Foot, ended up hitting Lindros on the way in. There's Young. Young shot on. Theodore with a nice stop. Lindros finds Bure on the way out. There's Solani in. Chance for Solani, and Turco makes the stop. Young over to Arnott. Arnott. And there's Solani again. Makes the deke in. Can't get the shot away. Shane Corson. Newmanen touches that one up for icing. 8 minutes gone in the first. John Michael Lyles shot earlier in the period, put away by Teemu Solani. And that man, Jose Theodore. A couple goals given up against the Ducks. Otherwise, a great game from him. He's been solid ever since coming over in the trade for David Abisher. Surrey over to Hayduk. Hayduk getting around Zubov and tried to find a man out front, but Turco cut off the pass. 22 wins. Close to the league lead. 2.19 goals against for Jose Theodore. He is improving that almost every game out. Hendrickson on the draw. Is it to Hall? Hall shot. Bonnet in there. That one pops up. Hendrickson wraparound chance. Big save by Turco there. It's Valerie Bure, Pavel's brother. And Hendrickson in front, 2 chances. Turco's with him all the way. He covers it up. Valerie and Pavel having an opportunity to play against each other. Not very often do brothers get that opportunity in the league. Here's Modano finding Morrow. Morrow bumped. Still in there. Blake finishes his check on him. Pass over. Just ahead of the play was Milan Hayduk. And the offside is called. Tippett. He'd be on the hot seat for his job. The management here has expressed interest in not making rash decisions, and there was Solani a chance in front. Turco makes a stop. Bure was there on the doorstep as well. Coach that players have the utmost respect for this Dallas team, and it's a year that has very much gotten away from them. Blake there, trying to get around the net, can't. Karen. Modano there, turned over in the neutral zone. Forsberg. Hayduk makes a move. Back in front, finds Forsberg with Turco there with the glove, keeping this a 1-goal game. We've highlighted the struggles of the Dallas Stars this season. On the other side, the play of the Colorado Avalanche as of late. 7 consecutive victories, 8 of their last 9. Bure in, chance, goes 5-hole on Turco, but he makes a stop. A team that had struggled much like Dallas for the beginning portion of the season, but has found their footing through trades and a lot of upheaval. There's Lindros. Tried to get the shot away, but couldn't. Lindros, puck with it, and then the final minute of the first. Back in front, Bure shot. Another chance. The time will expire in the period. 1-0 the score. Solani buries the rebound early on in the first. Avs lead 1-0 into the break. 12-3 the shots in favor of the Avalanche. A very one-sided offensive period for Colorado in this one. Modano wins the draw to open up the second, though, against Forsberg. Surrey back. Fights off the advance of Mike Modano. Pass there from Yager. Gets through Forsberg, and an icing will be the result as Pody touches it up. Quenneville having some words for the official. Not liking the after the play call from Tom Pody. Nothing called in this game thus far. Lindros on the draw against Arnott. Wins the draw directly to Solani. Solani in. Shot blocked. Arnott. Bure pokes the puck off his stick and takes it the other way. Finds Lindros up the boards. Lindros. Hit there, dropped. Throws a hit back. Arnott. Ridden off by Foot. Back in front, Arnott, another chance. Bure stops up in the zone. Shot on, looking for a rebound. Lindros was there, but Turcov's got that one. An excellent offensive season for Philippe Boucher. Brendan Morrow there. Modano in the zone. Stops up. Guerin takes a big hit. Surrey throws one on Morrow as well. Back behind the net though. Guerin, chance, wrap. Big stop. Hayduk trying to get around Zubov. Zubov tracks it down. Shot on by Guerin. Surrey tried to cycle it. Lost it to Modano. Back in front. Chaos and Theodore will hold. Hendrickson on the draw against Arnott. Arnott will win that one, but it's turned over. Pass through Arnott is Tchaikovsky, who had 2 goals in his last game. Pass there offside. Eric Lindros on the draw, wins that one. Foot down into the zone. Turgeon starts out. Turned back over though, here's Foot. Finds Bure, shot on. In front, there was a loose puck there for a moment before it cleared away. Solani turns it over to Valerie Bure. Here's Lindros. Trying to get around Sakaris. He did momentarily, but it was turned over. Pavel and Valeri nearly colliding there. Here's Solani, shot. Turco with the save. DeMaio brings it out, passed it over to Bure. He was offside. On the draw is Forsberg. Uses it to Modano. Surrey finds Hayduk into the zone. Hayduk shot on. Nearly gets through Turco there. Passed over to Forsberg. Wrap chance by Forsberg. Big stop. Hendrickson on the draw as we approach the end of the second period here. Arnott wins that one easily. Finds Young. Young there gets a shot away. Big stop. Tchaikovsky back. Finds Riku Hall. Dumped into the corner. Hall in there. It's Teppo Numanen. Arnott back the other way. Marnek pokes it over to the corner. Back in front, Young. There's a good one-timer stopped Bonin throws a hit on Newman. Missed that one. Final minute here of the second. Martinek's just going to lift that one out. Martinek a slap shot there, a rebound, but time expires. Score remains 1-0 off of Solani's first period marker. Third period right around the corner.
Players compete in exciting events such as hardest shot, fastest skater, and the breakaway competition.
A fairly one-sided affair. Colorado takes a 1-0 lead here into the third period. But the Stars have had some opportunities. As, the glass breaks there on a hit. Dano holding his arm, but he appears okay. Great hit by Blake up against the glass, and the glass just gives away. Stars have had some chances in this game. Theodore has been great at the other end. Modano. That pass nearly came all the way to Yager. Might have sent him out on a breakaway. Morrow takes a hit from Blake. Back in front, Morrow again. Nice chance. Back in front. Modano's pass almost got through. Pass across to Forsberg. Shot on. Turco stops it. Doesn't really control the rebound, but it goes behind him nonetheless. Hayduk interrupts Guerin. Pass across to Yager. Yager lost him momentarily. Forsberg scores. Peter Forsberg, wearing the C in the absence of the captain, Joe Sakic. Oh, and it's just a bit of a fluke goal there. Wrapped it around. Turco didn't know where the puck had gone. Maybe the stick coming up of Peter Forsberg on that one, he thought it was the puck, and it just deflects off his skate and into the net. 2-0. Colorado leads. Dominated most of this game against a weaker opponent in the Stars. Boucher back in front. Corson scores! Shane Corson, who's had his fill against the Avalanche this season, gets one there. The Stars are back within one goal in a game they have very rarely been in so far this one. Donovan just dumps that one in off the draw. Koski into forecheck. It's passed out to Bure. Bure finds Turgeon streaking through the neutral zone. That's there. Bure, Turgeon. Hendrickson dumped it around. DeMaio. There, picks up the puck. Martinek off of him, turns and fires it up to Cherkowski. Cherkowski. Dumped back in, but offside. .10:43 to go in the third. Early goal from Peter Forsberg and an answer from Shane Corson. Yager plays it over, took a hit. Yeah, and Forsberg is ahead of the play. Stars are within reach in this one. Haven't had a horrible game. Had some chances. Still got to deal with Jose Theodore. They've gotten one past him. Here's Arnott. Back in. Shot on. Corson was there. Iced by foot. He blocked a shot. Might have went right into the net. This Corson has been a bit of a Avalanche killer. An excellent chance there, though. Icing, and Forsberg will come back out against the draw against Modano. One, back to Zubov. Zubov, back in front to Modano, scores! Mike Modano, just his 5th of the season. And we are tied here in the third, 2-2 score. And how quickly the game can turn, just like that on a dime. 2 quick goals, Corson and Modano. And now the Avalanche have to work for the 2 points in this one.
Dallas goal scored by number 9, Mike Modano.
Oro there.
Assisted by number 56.
Stars fans wanted a call, none coming there. Here's Forsberg again, shot on. Turco's got it. Yager, big hit. Blake back on Modano. It's Yager. Yager with Zubov. Guerin in. Forsberg stands him up. And Hayduk. Yager back out. In front, a bit of a scramble. Morrow recovers the puck. Finds Modano. Takes a big hit from Blake. Blake gets the puck. Morrow there still, though. Forsberg back to retrieve. 2 minutes to go in the third. A suddenly close game. Here's Hayduk. Shot. Stopped.
1 minute left.
Poked away. Lyles plays it up to Pavelbury. Pavelbury in, scores. Oh, what a move. Pavelbury made the initial move, cut back, and fires it over the glove in the final minute against Marty Turco and the Avalanche, who blow the 2-goal lead here in the third. Strike back in the final minute to take a 3-2 lead.
Colorado goal scored by number
Hendrickson
9, Pavel Bure, assisted by number
won the draw, got it back to Vonanen, who dumped it in. Hendrickson there again. Turns, fires, tried to dump it in. Turco heading to the bench. Hendrickson. Across to Tchaikovsky. Over to Riku Hall. And he hits the empty net, no doubt about it. His third of the season, Riku Hall. 4-2. Colorado leads here in the final minute. A valiant effort from the Dallas Stars here in this one. Tie up the game quick here in the third with a tough goal to give up off a great individual effort. Here's Morrow back. Hooked off. Zubov in deep. Turned over, and here's Lindros. Lindros around Guerin. Back over to Blake, scores. Rob Blake, his second goal of the year. Off a nice feed from Lindros, and the fans here at American Airlines Arena are really letting this team hear it.
Colorado goal scored by number 4, Rob.
Final seconds of the game
By
here.
number 88, Eric Lindros.
And that will do it. 5-2, the finale here. Pavel Bury's final minute goal. Great individual effort is the game winner here. We will leave you with the 3 stars of tonight's contest. And as always, we will catch you on the next Avalanche broadcast.
Number 8, Timu Solani. Tonight's second star for Colorado, number 26, John Michael Lyon. And tonight's first star, Colorado, number 4, Rob Blake.
All right, so another big win, 8 in a row, I believe. That makes it. And yeah, that was a little closer than I would have liked. Really, I would say 2 of like the 5 really good chances that Dallas had in that game they capitalized on. So obviously want to be a little bit better. Kind of broke down defensively a little bit there, but otherwise a good game. Still offensively doing a lot of things well, getting a lot of goals. Bure, a goal that we really couldn't have gotten, I would say, a little while back when we weren't winning so much, is the Bure goal there. So that's a big one. Gets us the win, 8 in a row. We keep this hot streak alive. And of course, speaking of hot streaks, Yager and Lindros on them. Now, fantastic starts for Eric Lindros. Gets the assist on the Blake goal towards the end of the game. He's been a great addition so far. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and just preview the next matchup against the Carolina Hurricanes. Back on the road. I think maybe we've got a little bit of a road trip ahead of us. Maybe not. I'm not sure. A couple of games at least here that we are on the road for. So let's go ahead and preview the second half of a back-to-back here against Carolina. Take a look at Carolina. They're just kind of mid-pack. They are in a playoff spot in the East, but the East is considerably weaker than the West this season. And we definitely, again, we have all the advantages here. We have the offense, the defense, even the goaltending. Although Carolina's goaltending is very, very good. Goals against, we are the best team in goals against. Maybe, definitely not for goals for, but we are bringing that total up. I think that was like 2.2 before we started playing. So it is slowly coming up. But, you know, this win streak, 54 points now. We're still third in the division, but I would assume that division gap is very close at this point between these teams. Maybe we'll go check on that afterwards. Looking at the goaltenders, though, however, despite Theodore, you know, keeping the win streak alive, he's also looked a little shaky in the last couple games. 2 goals on 12 shots against Dallas, 2 goals against in the Ducks game before that. He played very well in the Calgary game prior to that, though, but, you know, it's about not, you know, overplaying a guy and putting him into fatigue again like he was earlier this season. So Curtis Joseph back in the net. He's won plenty of games for us. He's been a great backup. So he comes in. He'll face off against Kevin Weeks at the other end. And taking a look at the Western Conference here, Calgary, again, still first with 59 points. I believe they're first in the NHL at this point. Minnesota 57 points and 54 for us. So that would be our first round matchup, would be Minnesota. Not unlike something we've seen in real life between the two squads. But game in hand on them. We got to keep winning, of course. Keep getting points on the board. But as we've, you know, won these games, we've faced Calgary during this win streak as well. Both these teams have been winning on their own ways as well. So they've managed to keep their lead up in the division. But you know what? The thing that we set out to accomplish when we started playing this well was to make ourselves a formidable playoff team. And we've definitely done that. Taking a look here, the 8th place team is Anaheim at 46 points. That's an 8-point gap right now. We are solidly in a playoff spot at this stage. And taking a look at the overall standings, even just the top 7 teams here, only 2 are Eastern Conference, Buffalo and Montreal, who are both having great seasons. But honestly, this Western Conference is a killer. It's very, very good right now. Even LA is having a pretty good season. San Jose having a quietly good season, but again, you go down the list here. Washington having an awful season. Pittsburgh without Crosby, an awful season. Boston having a really bad season, even with, you know, Thornton and Murray and those guys who typically have, you know, kind of crazy point totals. And just jumping over and looking at them, Thornton's really struggling, but, you know, Glenn Murray's having a great season for the Bruins here. So a little strange, but honestly not that bad for Boston. They're just obviously struggling quite a bit. Anyways, guys, we previewed the next matchup. That'll do it for this episode. Hit that like button below if you liked today's episode. Hit that subscribe button as well. Helps me out quite a bit. Gets these videos to you on time. Hit that notification bell so you can get the notification as soon as it uploads. And as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.